Mr. Transformers 96 here with another review, this time of How to Train Your Dragon McDonald's Happy Meal toys. And this is the complete set of them. I have them all, and I've had these for a while. I'm just getting this out because by when this movie came out, when I first got these things, I may be mistaken, but I wasn't a reviewer yet. So I decided to just put these out kind of randomly. I know I had some good views on my How to Train Your Dragon, like the big toy reviews. And I had a lot of comments and people asking me if I'm going to get some of the other dragons, and I really didn't plan to, but I did have these, and based on how my other videos were doing, I think you guys like when I do videos of How to Train Your Dragon, so I decided to make this. And so yeah, so here you go. So here is the complete set of the How to Train Your Dragon McDonald's Happy Meal dragons. So okay, so the whole set includes sorry, it's been a long time since the movie came out, and I'm really not too fantastic on their names. I think I can pretty much remember what their names kind of are, but some of them I will pronounce wrong, most likely, so I was very sorry. But this is, Night Fury. It's Toothless. Well, no, Night Fury is the dragon's actual name, and then the kid names him Toothless. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, there you go. So I'm just gonna call him Toothless for this. So a very standard Toothless. A Toothless with the don't know what the kid's name is. Oops. With the main characters. With the main character riding him. Sorry. We've got the Red Death in the back there. The green one is those little dragons. Don't know their names at all. Sorry. The Monstrous Nightmare. The Gronckle. The Headers Zippoback. And then the Deadly Nadder with the girl riding him. So very cool. So let's do one by one. So first, let's just start off with. There's so many. I'm gonna have to move them off my reviewing space here. Okay, so let's just start off with Toothless with the main character riding him. So very cool. The character is done fairly well. I mean, really, for this little thing, it's pretty good. I like how they put two different types of coats of paint on him. They could have done a little bit better, but you know, it's okay. Very nice. You know, can't get this back in. There we go. Okay, as for Toothless himself, very cool. He's very in a standard position. You can see his legs kind of folded up there, which look nice. Wings are pretty good, and then it goes to his tail. He's got that one brown mechanical wing, and then the second one regular, but really horrible painting. Look at that. Look at all those brown splotches. Really bad. Don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just mine, but wow, they didn't do a very good job with that. But still very nice figure. Like all the bumps and all the scales and everything for the dragon, which is really cool. And these little like dots up on his wing look really nice. And then, if I remember correctly, what you do is roll it back, let it go, and don't have enough space up here. Okay, we'll let it go, and then doesn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, his wings will spring up as he goes, if he has a far enough place to go. So that's a pretty neat feature. I liked it. When I got this, I remember really liking that and doing it a lot. So that's pretty cool. I like his feature, you know. It's better than others, and it's very nice. And then you just fold back the wings, and you're ready to do it again. So pretty cool figure, and very nice. So next, I'll bring up this guy. Don't remember his name. I mean, there's a bunch of these little guys, and they're all just very small. Even the humans are very small. So very out of scale when it comes to the rest. So I don't love that, but what are you gonna do? One thing that's cool is you can open his mouth a bit, which looks kind of nice, but it'll just spring right back. And I like how his arms are out. They didn't just have them, you know, on him. They actually had them out a little bit in a kind of little pose, which looks really cool. The paint's done fantastically. No smearing on this guy. Yeah, really, not much. And even the brown shades in the back are very good, very well done, and very nice. And I do like the face a lot. Looks very cool, much expression, and pretty neat. And then when you press this button on the back, his wings will flap, and his mouth will kind of open and shut in like a snapping kind of thing. It's a very unique thing. I like how they introduced the flapping wings with the biting action, not just one or the other. They did them both, so that's very cool and very nicely done. And even in the mouth, it's all red. It's painted very well, and there is actually sculpting for a tongue. It's not painted differently, but there is actually a little bit of mold there as a new tongue. So that's really cool. Very neat feature. They didn't need to add, but they did anyway. So very nice. Next we have the Deadly Nadder riding with the girl. This is the one that I really don't like too much, just because, I would have rather just had a regular dragon, not with the girl. With Toothless and his, and the other kid, yeah, that was fine because you got a second Toothless that's a regular one. But this is the only Deadly Nadder that you have for the McDonald's thing, so it's a shame to see it just kind of wasted, I would have liked a just normal Deadly Nadder toy. But for what it is, it's pretty decent. It's just laying on the ground. It's got a pretty nice head sculpt with flames like coming out, which is really cool. I like that way. She on there, it looks very good. They did some good painting with her and even painted her eyes, which is nice. A little bit of smearing there, but it's such a little thing, it's very hard to see. So that's a nice yellow shading here, which is pretty good. I like how the feet are positioned, and that's about it. The feature is really not good on this. It's not even a pull back and let go when it springs. You just kind of go, and it just kind of like builds momentum and goes. So yeah, it's one of those like hard rolling things. So yeah, nothing special with this, but it's part of them, so it's okay. Just move that one aside. And then we have the Monstrous Nightmare. The Monstrous Nightmare is my favorite, just good dragon in the whole movie. My favorite dragon in the whole movie is actually the Red Death, but this one is close second. So very cool. I love the idea of one sparks gas, one blows fire, and they create like bombs. So it's very cool. Love this whole kind of back piece, and that's it. The heads have a cool feature though. They are on like a spring kind of thing, so you can position them in ways that you like, and they both do that. So that's pretty cool. And the head sculpts on them are pretty fantastic. The one big issue I have with this, which you probably know, is the color. I mean, what's up with this? They are totally light green almost. They are green, I think light green in the movie, and they're just like this dark purple. I'm a dark blue. I don't know what that's about, with like purple scales on the back. Doesn't look too fantastic, and it also does have a second feature which is pretty nice, is the flapping wings. But while you have them standing there, the wings are just kind of down. They don't look too good. I wish they just like stayed up like this, but it's okay. But face sculpts are fantastic, but the color just ruins it because it totally doesn't even look like the characters. So that is a shame. Another one is the Monstrous Nightmare. Pretty cool sculpting. I don't even remember what this one does, so we will find out. I guess you just turn that on. Oh, there's something back here. And he flaps his wings. Why is there a switch? No idea. There might... Oh, there you go. So when you move this back, the wings flap, but when you move it forward, the inside kind of lights up like fire in them. And it does change colors. So, pretty nice. Let me turn off the light here. So that looks really cool. It really does. It's a nice feature, but to have that cool feature, it does have to be sacrificed with the clear body. I would have liked to see a solid red, but since they added the cool feature, I'm forgiving them. Totally fine, but still cool. Like the head sculpt, like the way that they kind of matted these down. Looks kind of cool, like his eyes a lot. So very nice, and his wings are very, excuse me, they're in a pretty decent, pose. They're not just like laying down like the heterozippleback. They're actually kind of like up, which looks pretty nice. So there you go. So pretty nice figure. I like the black, and this is actually brown, and then the hair is kind of like black. It's pretty cool, and the teeth are nice. They're done very well. And now let's see. We have 3 left. Let's do the Gronckle. The Gronckle is also miscolored. This is a total purple with kind of like orange highlights, almost brown. And the one in the movie is a green. Sorry, I knew I had this one out there, so I just went and picked it up. As you can see, this one's very accurate to the movie. This one isn't very much at all, but still, this one looks nice. This one's definitely better, but for a McDonald's toy, this one's nice. hold on. So this one is pretty nice, except for the paint, which is a shame, but what are you going to do? The wings is the only one that you do not have to attach the wings. They're just kind of molded on there. What this guy does is the exact same thing that the other, the Gronckle that I just showed you. It does the exact same thing as that one, which is a very cool feature, and I really love it. It's when you pull back this tail, the mouth extends, and it fires a flame missile. That is very cool. It's much better than if they just, like, left his mouth open like they do with so many toys. They actually allow this one to open its mouth and then fire, which is a very cool feature, and I really love it. And all the scales on him is very cool, and he's very nice looking. And then we have the Red Death, the one that I was looking most for because he was my favorite dragon, but I was disappointed in. The features it does are very cool. Really love that. You know, I'm not penalizing them for that, but just the way it looks, just these standard, just, you know, legs, they don't look very good at all. You know, as you can see, the Monstrous Nightmare, Head of a Zibbleback has these cool kind of like bent legs, which look very nice. I would have loved to see that. Even the Monstrous Nightmare has bent legs. They all have bent legs except for this guy. They're just standing there, which doesn't look very good at all. They are posable, but they're just on hinges. So I guess if you wanted to give him a kind of like flying kind of look, you could do that. But yeah, would have really loved to see actually posed looking very nice legs. But no, there's a little switch back here and you just click it. Oh, and the detail on him is very nice. I love this kind of what is this? Just a kind of reddish, blood red kind of looking paint over here. The face is a nice sculpt. This back isn't done very much justice. It doesn't look too great, but these eyes are really bad. I mean, you can barely tell that they're eyes. They don't even have pupils or anything. They're just like white. Really didn't like that. Very hard to tell that this is an actual you know, these are actually eyes. But yeah, when you click it, he does, his wings go up, there's lights in his throat, and he's got this fire coming out of his mouth that is lit up. Very cool feature, probably the best feature of all of these guys, but it just sacrifices because the toy doesn't look that good, so not too fantastic. Just to give you some comparisons, and at the time I was really upset because this was my favorite character and this is the only toy that we had, but nowadays we do have some more Red Death toys, and I have them all. Here is the little one, which is detailed very nice, but is little. And then we also have the big bad Red Death figure, looking very amazing. So now with these two, it's fine that this one sacrifices because we have other great toys. So with the feature, it's great now. But back then, when we just had this guy, it wasn't too good. So yeah, I'll just put these guys down. Okay, and last but not least, we do have Toothless himself, just a very standard Toothless. I have to say, I think this for last for a reason. I think that this is the best toy out of them all, and it's not like me to say that because I am not a Toothless fan. He's probably my least favorite out of everybody. Yeah, I mean, out of everybody, the individual characters, I think he's my least favorite. But the toy is absolutely fantastic. Looks great, just a very justice done, you know, kind of looking Toothless. The scales are all done very nice. It's all very glossy black, which looks great. The scales are all very nice. Same type of wings, just look great. No mispaints at all because, you know, he's just black. And then, what he really exceeds in is his face right here. Really fantastic. It shows his gums, which are done very well, and his teeth done perfectly, and they look great. They're painted great. And it's not mispainted at all. And these yellow eyes, very good. Sorry, I want to cough, but I'm just like holding it back. So very nice toy. I actually keep this guy on my desk, and I love the way his legs are done. And his feature is, he doesn't have, oh no he does. When you move his leg, his wings flap, so that's very cool. So absolutely love these guys, all very cool and very nice toys. And you heard my individual rating for them each, and they're all very nice. So there you go. So that's my review of How to Train Your Dragon, McDonald's lot of dragons. Thanks for watching.